Hi everyone. Today we are going to discuss on the topic event structures in LabVIEW. Generally, what is an event structure? The event structure is one which contains one or more subdiagrams that execute depending on how the user interacts with the VI. The event structure waits until an event to be happened inside the function and then executes the appropriate case to handle that event. So how the an event structures can be placed inside the lab view? If you right click on the structure border which is given in the bottom of the screen, it will configure what are the events to handle. First, we have to wire a value to the timeout terminal, which is shown at the left end of the event structure to specify the number of milliseconds the event should wait to occur. So the default time is -1, which is indicating that it has never wait for timeout. So the event data is attached inside the left and right borders of each case. The node identifies the data LabVIEW returns when an event occurs. The node displays data that is different in each case of the event structure depending on which events you configure that case to handle. If you configure a single case to handle multiple events, only the data that is common to all handled event types is available. When you place an event structure on the block diagram, the timeout event case is the default case. When you place an event structure on the block diagram from the application control event palettes, the structure display the event dynamic registration terminals. When you place an event structure on the block diagram from the structure palettes, the structure does not display the terminals. Then to display the event dynamic registration terminal, right click on the event structure and select show. That will indicates the dynamic event structures from the shortcut menu. Here we are going to discuss on the complete setups to add or duplicate an event case. First we have to place a event structure which is given in the first slide. Then right click on the event structure border. Then select add event case or duplicate event case from the shortcut menu. So the edit event dialog box appears on the screen. Then we have to edit what are the event case. Suppose if you want to add more number of cases, whatever the event that we need to add, we can add using the same process again and again. So LabVIEW, when you duplicate an event case, LabVIEW does not duplicate the events you configured for that case. You must configure the new case to handle an event. If you configure multiple cases to the same event, the VI appears broken. LabVIEW can generate events even when no event structure is waiting to handle them, because the event structure handles only one event each time it executes. And place event structure in a while loop that terminates when the VA is no longer interested in events to ensure that an event structure handles all events that occur. If no event structure executes to handle an event, the front panel locking is enabled. The user interface of the VA becomes unresponsive. If this occurs, click the About button to stop the VA. You can disable panel locking by right clicking the event structure and remove the checkmark from the lock front panel until the event case for this event completes. Checkbox in the edit events dialog box. You cannot turn off front panel locking for filter events. The event structure is outside the while loop and front panel is locking is enabled for the numeric value change case. If you change the numeric value control, an event occurs. The event structure executes once and handles the value change event. If you change the value of the numeric control again, another event occurs and the user interface locks because the front panel locking is enabled. The event structure already executed once and it is not inside your while loop. So it, if you want it, so we cannot execute again to handle the second event. If you click the stop button in the while loop and the vi, the event has to stop. Then the va cannot stop because the block diagram still has not handled the second event and the LabVIEW does not process the event when you click on the stop button. So the boolean control until the boolean block diagram handles the event. You can avoid this behavior by placing the event inside the while loop. Then the diagram which shows the while loop and the event structure format. Here, if you want to block the event execution, we have to click by stop. So the event structure begin waiting for events as soon as the VI runs. For example, if you configure two event structures within the same sequence structure to wait for a mouse click on the same front panel object, both event structure execute as soon as event occurs for the first time. If you want the second event structure to execute the second time the event occurs, do not use a sequence structure. Instead, place one event structure inside a for loop that you configure to execute twice. So, hope this video will give you an idea about an event structure. Thank you.